Alright, yeah. We go in. We come to week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of the wicked queendom known as America. Alright, spiritual Babylon, spiritual Egypt. Alright, spiritual Sodom. Alright, but before we go any further, we're gonna face the east and give infinite honors and glories to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Harakatadas.
double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, who grew well and teach well and are worthy of their double honor. Peace and blessings to you, Aki, pushing out this truth.
And then one kind of fell.
Right, and as you see, we're here last year. God is coming, right? We're in the midst of Babylon, blowing the trumpet of Zion and telling our people of their transgressions, man. Right? We're out here for the lost sheep of Israel to wake them up, man. Ultimately, and we're here to get 2/3 of Israel their judgment according to the Bible, let's say the Bible, and these heathen nations their judgment, let's say the Bible, man. We're gonna jump straight into it.
This is Revelation chapter 13, verse 16. It says, and he called it all, both small and great, rich and poor.
He calls it all, man. So this RFID chip is going to be placed upon the whole society, man. All right? Small, great, rich, poor, as the brother's going to read on it too. All right? Esau Edom is spearheading this RFID chip, and everything that's coming before it is only precursor. And that's why we call it the pre-chip, the pessimist relief package, man, because we know they're going to flag our page if we go into too much detail. And we're going to use biblical terminology.
Free and bond.
Free and bond, whether you so-called in the free world or whether you locked up behind penitentiary walls, man. Matter of fact, y'all gonna be, if you locked up behind penitentiary walls, you're gonna be one of the first experiments, man. Because you already being experimented on behind jail walls right now, man. You got the biggest, the largest state penitentiary in America, Angola, and all the inmates there do is what? Free labor. Esau's getting free labor out of them. All right, and they're gonna freely accept this chip, this RFID chip.
Yeah, they get money. They get money every time one of you Negroes, Latinos, and Natives. Every time you go into their system, they get paid, man. You know, that's why you think about it, man. These cops, they be ready to reach their quota at the end of the month. You see, so they have a quota of locking you niggas up, man. So the more dumber and dumber you get, the more stupid you be. You know, the more of you that they're gonna keep putting in hiding these prison houses, man. That's what the scriptures tell you in the book of Isaiah, man. This is a people robbed and spoiled and hid in prison houses, man.
You look at, for a quick example, you look at somebody like Michael Jordan. That's who ultimately our people glory and exalt, man. In this place. They killing themselves over these shoes, but not knowing that he's one of the main people that invest in the same jail that two people are getting locked up in, man.
Yes, he gonna be, you better believe he's gonna be invested, man. Michael Jordan is invested, if he's not already, in that RFID chip, man.
Jordan,
it's new technology.
He already said out of his mouth that he didn't like Lil Jakes, man. He said he make his shoes for Edomites, man.
Rich Edomite kids.
And who's buying up all those shoes, man?
Killing themselves over the shoes. You got it, bro.
It says to receive a mark.
A mark. Could a brother get that word mark in the Strongs, man? That word mark. To receive that mark. And that mark is going to symbolize your allegiance to the society. It's going to symbolize where you stand, man. And it's ultimately going to be the conclusion for you to be caught up in that lake of fire, man. And that fire and brimstone for receiving that mark, man.
And that mark is going to go into you worshiping the image of the beast, man. Giving life to the image of the beast. When you take that mark, man. Because if you take that stimulus relief package, you are going to take that mark because that mark is going to come with more stipulations. It's going to be tougher. How about that? It's going to be tougher when that mark is implemented, man. Because it's going to affect the whole society. It's going to affect the whole world, man. Go ahead.
You got to understand that Esau don't give anything in favor, man. He's not just going to hand anything to you, man. The scriptures tell you he lended and then he required much at your hand, man.
And I can add to you, in Proverbs, that's why I say the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. Yeah. But the righteous man regarded the life of his beast, man.
Yep.
All right.
Touch on what the brother was saying about that mark. You look at a mark of branding. It symbolizes someone who's in your possession. Like we're talking about Jordan. When he stamped his logo on them shoes, man, that's showing you what corporation or who's in power or who owns this person, man.
And that's ultimately Edom is over his brand. You know, no matter how far the nigga flew from the free throw line, you know, he's still in the hands of these Edomites, man.
Yeah. And Jake don't get it. You know, Jake still want to run up and down these, chase the dream. You know, still want to run up and down these basketball courts, these football fields. The hell, man, you still being sold for nut, man. You see when the scriptures say what they auction my people off. I think that's Joel, and Joel 3 go into that, man. These drafts, when they put you up, all they're doing is putting you up on this auction block. This person being drafted by the man with the braids in his fucking hair, man. That's all it is, man. He's picking. They pick what slave owner. When they interview you, tell us why you can come out here and pick the best cotton for us, man. What's your strengths? What's your abilities? Can you pick me this amount of cotton and this amount of years? You know, because you gotta think about it. In these contracts, Jake be having quotas that they gotta meet. And you play 2K. When you read this contract, it tell you gotta make the 3-point contest, so you gotta win such and such, man, or your contract is up. So it's the same thing now, man. Jake being sold is still a slavery, man. There's no freedom.
I got a quick one real quick. I want to touch on and get that word too. This is Isaiah chapter 52 in verse 3. It says, "For thus said the Most High Yahweh, ye have sold yourselves for naught, and ye shall be redeemed without money."
Sold yourselves for naught, man. For nothing. Because in Matthew it tells you, what if a man gain the whole world but lose his soul, man? So evidently, the Lord is telling you that all your work in the society that you labor for the so-called white man is for naught, man. Yeah. You sold yourselves for naught. Jake is all about selling himself. Literally. Or selling Esau's product and pitching a sales pitch to benefit Esau, man.
When you give yourself, just a quick point, man. When these people give themselves over, you're ultimately letting someone have a higher authority or power over you, man. You have no total control over yourself.
Now, beat this out real quick. You say you sell yourself for no. What's Jake's main reason for selling himself? For the FRNs, man. Now, when you check it out, them FRNs, man, it's not real money, man. It's not real. So that's why the Lord say you sold yourself for naught, man. Because Jake sell himself wholly for paper, okay? Real money got weight to it, all right? So Jake sold himself for what? For nothing, okay?
You had that word out?
Word.
All right, it's Strong's G5480, and it's the word corroborate. It means a stamp and an imprinted mark.
A stamp and imprinted mark, man. All right? And when Jake goes out there and he see a nice girl, he be like, man, that's mine. I marked that, man. I'm stamping that. All right? That's how Esau feels about you so-called Native Americans, Latinos, and Negroes, man. He's going to stamp you with that RFID chip, man. That unforgivable, man.
Yeah, because going into how you say, you see a fine girl down the street and you like, man, that's mine. You stamped her, you marked her. That means this female, when she's in your possession, what the scripture say, when a man gets a woman, he gains a possession, man. Mm-hmm. So when something is in your possession, that means that motherfucker got to do whatever the fuck you say. Whatever you want it to do, you hold dominion over it, man. And that's how Esau gonna have you niggas, man. When you take of that mob, man, when you take his love potion, he's gaining access to you, man. He's taking control of you, because guess what? When you take that love potion and you get sick, who you gotta run to? Because motherfuckers that's getting these lazy eyes and these fucked up faces and swole up heads and shit like that, man, the mumps and shit that they catching, the weakness that they getting, guess who they running to? To the hospital. You running right back to the man that gave you this shit, man. So now you're subject to him, man.
That's right. I got a quick one for you, bro. It's Isaiah 31:1. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots.
And that's what our people trust in, man. They trust in power. You see? They trust in, and that's why they look. That's why the scriptures explain. When the scriptures explain how they look at the men of Yahbashim Yahshua, they look at us as if we're weak. Respect, we hold no power, man. We're very low. That's why the scriptures say, "Well, when the wise man," it said, "Well, when a wise man speaketh, they say, who is this fellow, man?" Yeah. But when a man of great, somebody can get that. When a man with great power speaketh,
James,
yeah, they say when a man with great power speaketh, they say that they basically attend to his words, man. Yeah. And when that man of a lowly estate be cast down, they help overthrow him, man.
Yeah, and it also say I've seen servants on horses and princes walking as servants upon earth.
Yeah. All right.
Finish it off.
You got it out.
Isaiah 31:1. Trust in chariots because they are many, and in horsemen because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord. And that's what 2/3 of Israel are doing, man. Because you see what's happening with this pestilence relief package. You see what's going to happen with this RFID chip, and everybody, 2/3 of Israel have something in their mind about what they want to do in this society. Their 10-year plan, where they gonna be at in the next 5, 10 years, what type of house they gonna be in, what type of car they gonna drive, and they don't want to let those imaginations go, man. All right, but they seek neither the prophets of the Lord, man, because the prophets are the face of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. We come out to pronounce when wars and rumors of wars are happening, man, pertaining to Jeremiah 28:8, man. All right, we come out and tell you people that whoa, man, that third war was coming, man, but you hearken not unto the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you're gonna be destroyed for it.
And you can get Psalms 33:17 out, Baba Shah. You got to precept like you, right?
This is Sirach chapter 13 and verse 23. It says, when a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue.
Now you look at it. Now it's also a parable in Ecclesiastes, all right, where it said that it was a great king that came about. He said bullocks in the land basically was traps. You see? But what? That king and showing that riches, it basically show what? Someone has power, man. You see? You got it out.
It says, and look what he said. They extol it to the clouds.
They extol everything that Esau say, man. Everything that he spew out his mouth, they extol it to the clouds, man. Like the brother Precept said, they don't look to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. What that was, Isaiah 31? Get 31. Isaiah 30. You got it.
30.
31.
It says, they extol it to the clouds, but if the poor man speak, they say, what is this fellow?
And that poor man is that man that's basically pushing off the words of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. And they say, what is this fellow, man? It's the same thing when Yahweh was on the scene. They say, what is this new doctrine that he's speaking, man? They thought as if it was strange. Somebody get 1 Peter 4:1. You got it.
It says, what is this fellow? And if he stumbled, they will help to overthrow him.
If he stumbled, just if he fuck up, even if we out here on the block, man, and we preaching and we speaking, man, and we stumble in our speech, mispronounce a word, you can say anything, you know what I'm saying? And they ready to jump on your ass and help overthrow you, man. But that's why the scriptures tell you that what is one that stumbled from his speech, but not from his heart, man. You got precept about? You got it.
Yeah, it's Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
And that's what they do, man. They not trusting in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They go back to the Isaiah, Brother Red, man. They're not taking in that covering and the counsel. When you go to the Lord told us what that is, Ecclesiastes, when it say what a word of king is, there's power. I think that's 8. Somebody did it. You see, that counsel going into that counsel, man. Because what we have counselors, man. You see, and when people come up, we're given the righteous counsel through the spirit of prophet Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Counsel is when you go into counsel, it basically is a word that basically shows you and give you guidance on how to move. In high school, you have someone called a counselor. If you got anger issues, guess what? Well, you got to go see the counselor at 12 o'clock. You know?
If you can't miss it.
You can't miss it.
Because what? Just to add to the brother, man, you can't miss it for the simple fact that it's something that's really fucking wrong with you.
Yeah.
Likewise today with our nation, man. Chasing these Edomites, chasing these other heathens, man.
Yeah.
Diverting what's like gravitating towards these other doctrines.
Yeah.
You know?
I got it.
Hey, you about to read the definition real quick, and then you got to watch and have one before you, then you got it.
All right. This definition for that word counselor. It says a person trained to give guidance on personal, social, or psychological
now we trained through the spirit of Yahweh. Huh? The Lord gives us the things that we need so that we can come and show you what he said, life and death.
Yeah.
This is that counsel, that's that life, man. If you choose not to go to counseling at 12 o'clock, guess what? You're not going to receive the things that you need to tame whatever the issue is that you have, man. Yeah. And obviously our people have a fucking issue, man. It's a malfunction within our nation, man.
Yeah, because can I make a point out? You can read the definition over, bro.
Counselor says a person trained to give guidance on personal, social, or psychological problems.
Personal, social, psychological, man.
Yep.
Personal, going into how you can conduct yourself within yourself. Social is almost the same thing, man. How you deal with other people in the society, man. When you come across certain people that don't have this truth. The scripture explains it all. And what? It says psychological, man. Pertaining to your spirit, man.
Yep.
This book contains all these things, man. So we're not missing out on anything the world has to offer, man.
Yep. That's why the scriptures say we lacking nothing, man.
Yep.
We have everything that we need about it with Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. See? You got it? You ain't got it yet? If somebody had a precept, y'all got it. I think, yeah.
It is just banging you up because it says they take counsel, but now that you have about Shimmy Shai, man. And it's true. When you take counsel, man, you gotta have it's a thin line you gotta walk on, man. You can't just be getting in counsel from any and everybody, man. Yep. This is Sirach 6. Sirach 6 and 6. It says, "Be in peace with many, nevertheless have one counselor of 1,000." One counselor of 1,000, man. The brother just went into it. That word counselor is, man. Yep. So you don't want to. Everybody is not a shoulder to lean on, man. All right, we got 144,000. That's a small amount of elect members, man. Yep. All right, so you can't just go and tell everybody in this world your problems, man. Yep. That's what we got the brethren for. We can come to the brothers for advice. What should I do in this situation? What should I? How do I break this down? How do I deal with this, man? Because 9 times out of 10, man, the brother that been through it already, going through it, overcame it, and so on and so forth, man. They can build us up.
Start at Sirach 37. Start at Sirach 37. You can bring that up.
This is just to back the brother up. This Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 14. It says, "Where no counsel is, the people fall, but in the multitude of counselors there is safety," man. Yeah. All right, and the only way you're gonna be found within those safe guidelines is when you get back to Yahweh Shem Shah, man. You know, because everybody else is gonna tell you, "Oh, you only live once. You know, you can do whatever you have to do. The law is done away with." All right, but if that's the case, what are you gonna be judged for when the Lord makes that great return, man? Yeah. You know.
That's right, huh? It said the people fall. Hasn't Israel fell away from their heritage, man? Yeah. It said we're discontinued from our heritage, man. We were brought over here, we were brought over here to a land where we knew not, man. Yeah. A land where an eagle swift as fly, roughly paraphrasing pertaining to Deuteronomy, man. A tongue that we knew not, man. We were discontinued. So, and that's all over the rulership of the Edomites. So, instead of being discontinued, when Yahweh Shimei Shai comes back, we're gonna be continued in our heritage, man.
But you know what? The Lord. Hey, look, the Lord is comical too, bro. Because you're right. YOLO. You only do live once. You only live once to get it right. You only live once to get it right because you only got this time and this time only to get it right with the Lord. Because Yahweh Shai's not going back on that cross to die for you niggas, man. Okay? You brothers got it. I think you got a precept. Yeah, I had a precept, but it was a backup what you said. Wait,
and they got a little bit more. They got a little bit more.
After he got it, you got it.
It says, "There is none worse." That's like it. It says that. Sirach, back to Sirach 6 and 6. I'm gonna read 7. They got a little more in it. It says, "If thou wouldest get a friend, prove him first, and be not hasty to credit him."
You gotta prove him. You gotta think about it. When you watch movies, man, and it's a cop, and he going into and that's why a lot of jakes get fooled anyway, because you're not proving what the scripture say. Try to pick the spirit by the spirit. You gotta prove this person, man. You see, the Lord has to. What the Lord is doing with us, He's proving us, man. Still to this day, right now in this time, we abide within His spirit. But guess what? He's still proving us, man. What you think this shit that we go through every day, the things that we're gonna face in the future, this is that proving, man. With the shit, the scriptures say what the fire proving the potter's vessel, man.
You got it? Yeah. It's like whenever somebody send you a document, whenever they send it to you to make sure it's right, it say proof on it.
Yeah, proof.
It say proof on it. So you know the Lord proving us.
Like when we do these deals, they say what? I need proof of funds, man. Yeah. I need proof that you got this. You know what I'm saying?
Proof of title.
Exactly. So you can't be quick to credit somebody, man, because this nigga, he can be a snake in the grass, man. Just like we watch, like I was saying, watch these movies and these cops go undercover. Guess what do they have to do to gain this gang member's trust? They gotta prove to him that I got your back, you know. And we're gonna get a precept to keep that out. Keep that.
They got a little bit more. A little bit more. It says Sirach 6 and 8. For some man is a friend for his own occasion and will not abide in the day of that trouble.
God. For his own occasion, man. That's why somebody give me Proverbs 17 and 17, man. The scriptures tell you that what a brother, man, is made for what? Adversity, man. You got it.
This is Proverbs chapter 17 and verse 17. It says, "A friend loveth at all times, and the brother is born for adversity."
Yeah.
A man void of understanding, striking his hands, and becoming surety in the presence of his friend.
You see? in adversity, when you're back against the wall, you know you can call on, man. You see, and it's the same thing with y'all shot, man. The Lord made it known that shit, I got you, you know.
And even if so, a brother, like, and when it comes to adversity, not just about going through something. Yep. A brother gonna correct your ass. Yep. When you need to be corrected.
And that's that counsel, man.
You know what I'm saying?
The precepts tell you that we have, I can't remember it. I'm gonna quote it, but I know I'm gonna butcher it. They say we have 10,000 brothers, but only one father. I believe that's what it say. I don't want to butcher it, but it's basically letting it be known that we have all of these brothers around us that's going to give us everything that we need, man. You see?
That's the first one the brother read.
Did he read it?
Many counselors, but it's only one where you receive that one counselor.
Well, it's not that one. It's another one. Okay. I'm gonna get it when somebody start reading. What you had?
I had this back what you said earlier. I'm gonna just start at verse 2. It's James chapter 2, verse 2. It says, "For there come unto you an assembly of men with gold ring and goodly apparel, and there come in also a poor man in vile raiment."
Yep. Right? He's not appealing to the eye, man. He's not walking around this bitch with his motherfucking sheep clothing on, man.
And see, we will represent that poor man because we come out here and go. We ain't got no big ass synagogue with tens of thousands of people in that bitch, and a mic on our face and a suit and tie and whatnot, tailor made. We ain't got that. All right. It says, "And ye have respect to him that weareth the gay clothing." Now that word "gay" goes into beautiful, man. You know, something pleasant to look upon. All right. It says, see, that's why you got to go into work. It says,
Salakia, read that. Read under Oaks and Marino.
It says attorneys and counselors at law.
At law, and what are we? That's what we're spiritually doing.
We're spiritually counselors at law because we're telling you people where you're going off according to the law. They got law in this society, which is the wisdom of the world, which is foolishness.
In the gates, man, Jacob see the right thing coming out on the highways and hedges, and they know it's right. Spiritually, they know what's going on when they see these men out, man. But yet they'll cross the street and walk the other way, or they'll stop their homeboy and say, "Let's turn around, let's not go that way." But you got it right.
Let me finish this. It says, "And ye have respect to him that weareth gay clothing," meaning like that person that looks he looks good. He's something pleasant to look upon.
Get that full of dead man's bones. You got it right.
And it says, "And he say unto him, Sit thou here in a good place, and say unto the poor, Stand thou there, or sit here under my footstool." So whenever, like, you get all these, your Joel Osteen, your TV Jakes, and all these other people that look like they just in a good place, and they so-called bringing out the word of the Lord, man. Our people subscribe to that shit, man. Our people subscribe to this devil's wisdom, bro. But when it comes down to the real truth of the Lord, man, we represent the Lord, man. We represent us, man. And you know what? We represent that poor man that they speak about right here, man, because we don't have all that, man. The only thing we got is this word, man.
Get First Corinthians.
You know what that was? I got one begging your
bread with James 2 and chapter 2.
This Sirach 11, 1-4. It says, "Wisdom lifted up the head of him that is of low degree," which is the elect. Mm-hmm. Wisdom lifted us up, man. We're the lowly. The scriptures say the Most High had respect unto the lowly. That's us. And making him to sit among great men. Commend not a man for his beauty, neither abhor a man for his outward appearance.
It's like, not to cut you off, but why does it say for us to be able to sit amongst great men? Because we have this wisdom, man. Great men are wise, man. See, the scriptures tell you, cleave unto him that is wise, man. You see, and the scriptures also tell you that rich man that had not the power to eat thereof, and that man that's so caught up in the world, that Sirach, it say that that man that is caught off, get that, I would say that so he at night sleep he hears his work. It tell you that he won't be found in sitting in the councils, man, or the judges, man. You got it.
It got two more verses. It says, the bee is little among such as fly, but her fruit is the chief of sweetest things. So although we amongst, they got jakes out here that just so flashy, talking about they driving this, they driving that, but they boast among themselves on their clothing and raiment. But where that be amongst those flies? Because although we may look like this, we may look rough on our outward appearances, but what about the things that we're coming of and the name that we're coming in, man? That's that sweet. That's that. It says, but her fruit is the chief of sweet things. And you could liken it to the elect. Our fruit, this word is the chief of the sweet things, man. And it says, boast not of thy clothing and raiment, raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor, for the works of the Lord are wonderful, and his works among men are hidden.
Yeah.
So that's the Most High. He's hidden us among men.
Yeah.
Who would ever expect one of us, man, or the brother behind the camera, from the apostles on down to the least of us, man,
To be numbered among the
to
saints.
be numbered among the saints, man.
Time, bro.
To be caught up with Yahweh Shemi Shine in those clouds, man. To behold this place and that sea of glass, man. And be the ones on top, the underdogs, man.
If I can add, that was with that's the same deal with your Howard Shah. They were like, hey, wouldn't you? Ain't you Joseph, son? You know what I mean? Ain't you Joseph? And that's the same way they look at us, man. You know what I mean? They're like, how you?
I got one more.
They look at us like how the hell? Like I check, like your family look like I changed those diapers. Like I watched you grow up. Why are you coming at me with this new wine? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm gonna need you to go back a little bit. What you got?
All right. Sirach 11:5. Many kings have sat down upon the ground, and one that was never thought of has won the crown.
Yeah, bro. Somebody get that earnest expectations in Romans, man. You see? Yeah, Romans. Where it say, and you look at this, man. Where it say that someone that wasn't even thought of, man. You look. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 7. After we're gonna read that. We're gonna go back a little bit on what you were just reading out.
All right.
Where talk about boasting not and stuff like that. About what car you driving, all that. What you're reading. All right. But it said one that no one expected, man. No one expected you to, and that's that Wisdom of Solomon, man. Where it say, man, is this him that we had in derision and reproach, that we counted his life madness and as if he was nothing, man? Is this he? The one that they don't expect, and it's always the underdog, man.
Surprise, motherfucker.
You see? They don't expect us to come out of this thing on top, man. The nations don't expect it to be Israel next up, man. They waiting to see who's up next, man. Somebody got that, Romans? You got to go ahead.
It's the book of Romans chapter 8, verse 19. It says, for the earnest expectation.
The earnest means if you're earnest for something, that means you're really wanting to know what's coming. That's like anxious. Being what's the word I want to use?
Anxious.
Not anxious. Damn, what's that word?
What do you mean?
It's over the C. No. Fuck. It's like when somebody knows they really want to. Curious. They curious to see who's up next, man. God, what up? You got it.
It says,
and it don't meet the expectations, man. That's why I say the earnest expectation. It ain't Moab. Edom, you not next up. He already got in his mind. I'm buck. He already know he not next, man.
That's why he say he gonna come down on that great rap. Because what? He got a short time to rule.
But he a madman because he feel like his house shall continue forever.
Yeah. So he gonna fight. He gonna, like the brother start off with that Revelation 13. He gonna come out with his mob. He gonna do whatever he needs to do, man, to stay in power, man. He don't want to lose it.
That was a beautiful point that you just made. I could basically let it be known to the forefront that this damn devil is boiled down in his mind.
Yeah.
To really think you know you're gonna lose, but you so like you said Obadiah 1, like verse 4, it said, "When thy pride has deceived you, man." So you so deceived that you really think that you're gonna sit face to face with your Shah, man, and overcome him. You gotta be bugged up.
And that's why the Lord said he's gonna get caught by surprise, man. The Lord said what in Jeremiah, man? I laid a snare for thee, and ye wasn't aware. You see, you deceive your own self thinking you're gonna rule forever. You got it.
I'll start over. Romans chapter 8, verse 19. For the earnest expectation of the creatures, waiting for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High.
Waited for what? The manifestation. Manifestation is to make something known. They're waiting for the Lord to make known, which we're doing also. We're waiting for the Lord, man. And when he comes, he's gonna matter. The Yahweh Shemi Shah is gonna be made manifest and glorified for what? His men. The creature of the manifestation of the sons of the Most High are waiting to be revealed, man. Everybody wondering who's up next. And the underdog that we are, we're not expected to wear the crown, man.
I got one begging you right up. This Psalms 2:1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and his anointed, saying, "Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us."
And that's why they're gonna charge it all of Israel, man, because ultimately they don't know who they like this, so they're gonna come down on all of us, man, just to try and end us off. They want to stop it so bad that they'll do anything to come at to kill Jake, man. Because when you read, when you read the Georgia Guidestone, it tells you that they want to minimize humanity, man. And who they're going to target first? They even came out with an article. What is called Vax the Blacks or something like that, man. They want to get on you first. You're the main target. You're the main source, man. That's why the scriptures say that they was mad at the remnant of Yahbashim Yahushua, man. You make a point.
And it says because just how we can spot and be like, man, Moab pride and prideful as hell. He look like he thinking like he the next one up after Esau.
Yeah.
Or North Korea, they think they the next one up. Just how we seeing all these things, the Most High been established the plot that these other nations have, man.
Just think about it, right? When they come with the war, and Armageddon, all of this pop off, before the Most High, before Yahbashim Yahushua makes his presence known, you already know if they come in the plan and knock off America, out of all these nations, who you think want to be next, and they want to see who's going to be up next to rule? Whoever the greatest of them is.
But you got to think about it though. Like what I think about when I hear that is like they think they next up the rule. That mean that everybody know that this bitch gonna fall.
Yeah.
Everybody know that this bitch gonna fall. You know what I'm saying? So this motherfucker ain't gonna continue. You know
all the eyes on America, man.
Yeah.
You know,
all the eyes, especially since, and we're gonna get into that in a few. Especially since they fucking I think Iran blew some shit up. Recently, some shit just got blew up on the waters, man. You see, so the eyes is they looking, man. Everybody, Joel 3. Everybody is preparing, man. Everything is nuclear talk. Everything is war talk, man. That's what's sprinkled in the earth right now, man. That's the spirit that's going around. The spirit of judgment is going around right now, man.
Yeah. And this is the Most High gonna say. It's Psalms 2 and 4. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh. The Lord shall have them in derision.
Mm-hmm. He got Moab in derision. He definitely got Esau in derision. Because Edom in this bitch thinking that, hey, man, all we got to do is this. You know, you think about it, bro. When somebody come with, you know how Jake be coming with that dumbass plan. Look, bro, all we got to do is this. You know what I'm saying? That's the spirit that Edom in. All we got to do is this. And then Moab the same way, bro. He in derision.
You see these people
is going to be up with him.
You see these people so docile for the simple fact that that's what Edom is pushing off. Yet at the same time, you know, he's pushing off this piece of safety, man. They're not even paying attention to things that's going on, you know. But that's what they get, man, for trusting in their oppressor, man. And it's not gonna stop, man, till the place be destroyed, man. Just like in the times of Noah, man. You know, when he gave that great warning on the same thing is what applied and affect today, man. You know, you have the men of Yahbashim Yahushua giving that warning. You know, like it says in the book of Matthew 25th chapter, man. You know, they're not gonna know, or 24th, Salaki. You know, they're not gonna know until that great judgment is here right before their face, man. And then it's gonna be too late.
It's gonna be too late, man. And that's why that also how the Lord said him that sitteth in the heavens is gonna laugh. He's also gonna use his men that are here right now on the earth to laugh at you, man. Because he's not gonna just laugh at what the heathens, man. He's gonna laugh at 2/3 of our nation, man. You see, give me Jeremiah 11:11. When you seek after the Lord, man, it's gonna be too late, like the brother was going into, man. You see, what that precept was you had read about the boasting or whatever?
Sirach.
Yeah, you can jump back to that real quick because I wanted to make a point, and then we're gonna jump to Sirach 37, so everybody hold their breath.
This Sirach 11 and 4. Boast not of thy clothing and raiment, and exalt not thyself in the day of honor.
You see, that's why the Lord told you. He basically told you, speak not about your greatness. Let another man speak of your greatness. Give me Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 7. You got it up.
You look at Adonijah, man. He thought that he was about to be next up.
Yep.
You know, and that was basically him boasting, man. He having big ass parties. I'm about to be next on the throne.
And and he was caught. Hey, when they came out and they found out he wasn't next, he was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
You know. And that's really what it is. That boasting shit, man. That ain't the deal to be within, man.
Right. That's why I tell you, better of it to be a humble spirit,
man.
You know, because you gonna boast, and all you doing is what making. All you doing is deceiving yourself, man.
That's
about boasting yourself.
That's why I say the meek shall inherit the earth. Now get that Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 7. That's gonna show.
This backing you up real quick.
Go ahead.
Shot. Ecclesiastes 7 and 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Yep.
For that is the end of all men, and the living will lay it to his heart.
that living man. That man that have that life, guess what? He's gonna apply this to his heart, man, to his mind, man. Because guess what? The scriptures tell you in prosperity, you don't forget. You don't. No. What did I go? I don't want to butcher.
It's saying affliction.
No.
Like in affliction, you go. It's like in. Like you go in their affliction, you're gonna forget all what was going on.
No, not that. No. It's one that say when you gain riches, you're gonna remember prosperity, man. You're gonna you're gonna remember poverty. That's what it say. Matter of fact, it say in prosperity, you're gonna remember poverty, man. You're gonna remember that lower state, man.
That's why Yahweh Shah deals with the lowly, man.
Yep.
You know, the Lord wants somebody to actually know what it's like to not have shit.
And me and the brother was talking about this early this morning, man. Me and the brother that got on the phone. You know, it's a person that ain't never had shit. You know, that person that is least to look upon, the person that ain't never had shit, when he finally gets shit, he's gonna know how to appreciate what he got, man. He gonna cherish that shit, man. Now look at 2/3 of our nation. You get 2/3 of our nation money, he gonna get Gucci, Prada, whatever it is that, you know what I'm saying, to make himself look good, man. Feel good, man. Rather than being wise for what it is that he was given, man. You see, you got it out.
Like, damn, you knowing Jake, man, you should be in the mind state of like, damn, I ain't never had shit, so not putting your trust all to it, but man, doing the right things with it, man.
Yep.
You know, not spending all that shit in one fucking day, then the next day you looking back on yesterday, man. You know, and you ain't got shit to eat, man.
Like it's free money.
Yep. Yeah. Got some more. Ecclesiastes 7:3. Sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better.
The heart is made better, man. Because you gotta think about it. When you go through hard times, why you think we go through hardship now? To build you up. There's a saying in the world that the Lord give his hardest trials to his what? His toughest soldiers, man. You see? And it's all to make you what? Stronger, to make your mind more stronger.
Because what they really bring forth is discipline.
Yep.
You know, when you ain't got it, you be like, well, look, I'm gonna make a way and maneuver around it to where what? I'll ultimately have endurance through this trial, man.
Make nothing out of something, man.
And if I can say this, when you have a little, it's better to manage.
Yeah.
When you have a lot, it's like you all over the place, man.
And that's why you gotta think about it. The scriptures say, I think one y'all quoted earlier, whom the Lord giveth riches, wealth, and honor. Yeah, he want nothing for his soul. You see, the Lord not finna give you, and not saying it's not possible, and not saying that we just out here broke because we not. You know what I'm saying? But the Lord not finna just drop billions of dollars on you, man.
You look at Edomites, man. You look at Edomites when they get all these inheritance from their parents die. What the first thing they go do? They doing lines of coke.
You're right.
And that's why I say he want nothing for his soul.
He want nothing for his soul.
Because money change people, man.
Yeah.
Listen, hey, money, and the scripture say money solveth all things.
Yeah.
Okay, now when you get money, bro, you get money. Hey, that's like a gift, and that's gonna destroy your heart, man. All right, because what you gonna like? If Jake get all that money, what he gonna need to call on the Lord for? Because I never forget it, bro.
Where you at?
Slim Thug.
So like, you got it.
Slim Thug said this was his lyric. Slim Thug said, "I'm so rich, I don't even gotta pray no more."
After you read that,
right? That nigga said it. He said, "I'm so rich, I ain't even gotta pray no more."
Matter of fact, you know what I'm saying? Jump to 12 real quick, and you can jump back up to your.
But Joe was the richest man in the East, and he still was serving. Praise the Lord, man.
And that's what Dr. Warren just read. Read verse 12, man.
Ecclesiastes 7:12. Wisdom is good with an inheritance, and by it there is profit to them that see the sun.
That's Ecclesiastes 7.
7 years.
And 12.
Ecclesiastes.
Sirach 7 and 12. You can jump back to your priest.
I got a quick precept.
You got it.
Hey, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 18, verse 17.
Well, shit, since you already there, watch it. You ain't got to leave where you was. You just jump to 7.
It says, "Lo, is not a word better than a gift, but both are with a gracious man." A word is better than a gift, man, because we can tell you the gift of this word will tell you what, man. The root, the root of all evil is money is the root of all evil, man. But somebody can come up and give you thousands and thousands and millions of dollars, and that's gonna destroy you, man. Yeah. But that word that I told you, man, is the root of the money. Money is the root of all evil, man.
But the scriptures tell you,
bro, it becomes a defense unto you, man.
But the scriptures tell you that but read that again, now.
It says, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 18, verse 17. Lo, is not a word better than a gift.
Oh, that word of Yahweh, because the scriptures tell you a gift destroys the heart, man.
That's right.
You see? But that word that is speaking about, that word of Yahweh, that's better than riches and the shit that you have in this world, man. You see, you gotta jump to that 7 real quick.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 12. It says, "Devise not a law against thy brother, neither
That's
do."
7 and 12. Huh?
7 and 12. Ecclesiastes.
It's Ecclesiastes 7 and 12.
I got it right here. Wisdom is a defense.
Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be.
Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense.
See, what it say? Wisdom is a defense.
They put wisdom first.
Wisdom first, and that shows you when the scripture tell you in Proverbs that it's nothing to be compared to wisdom, man. You see, you can have all the fucking money in the world, but what did King Solomon choose?
He chose wisdom.
He chose wisdom
To do what? To do what with it? Counsel the Lord's people.
to counsel.
Right.
What we're talking about,
Right.
counsel, man. You see, and then guess what? What was added unto him?
Everything.
Riches and everything, man.
Everything.
Because he chose the right route. And it's the same thing now, man. What we choose now in this time, life, man. Majority of the people, somebody give me Jeremiah 82. Majority of the people in the world choose death. They choose riches, man.
They tell you in Deuteronomy, it says, choose whom this day whom you will serve.
Yep.
Life or death. The gods that your forefathers worship in Egypt, all right, of wood and stone, or you how about Shimei Shine, man.
Yeah.
I got a
Hey,
And it's clear by your actions
I don't think it was-
what side you choose, man. Oh, we got some more. It says,
Yeah.
for wisdom is a defense, Ecclesiastes 7 and 12. For wisdom is a defense, and money is a defense.
So both of these things are defense because if you got money, you can handle all the business you need, everything that you need. If you got money, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You see? But what we're fighting for now? These things are finna be added into us, just like Solomon, man. We chose wisdom and to serve Yahweh Shine, counsel our people now. And what the Lord is going to add into us, everything that like Job, he chose the wisdom of the Lord. The scriptures say that what? I am full of matter, man, in Job 32, man. And that matter was that spirit of Yahweh Shah, man. That wisdom which he held from the Lord and knew not when his woman came to him, cursed the Most High and died. That wisdom, that matter, it constrained him, man. When something constrains you, it holds you down, man, to where you don't move.
Wisdom, it says in the book of Sirach, man, it says, like, wisdom gonna torment you with her discipline.
Yep.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
she
saying?
gonna try you.
That's right. But I had a preach of the
I got a brother still got some
yours.
All right, I got one after y'all too. After this one, and when y'all go last, it says, "But the excellency of knowledge is that wisdom giveth life
Now,
to them that have it."
What's the word in there? The key word is the excellency. It's telling you that the wisdom of Yahweh Shah is beautiful, it's excellent. If something is excellent, that means there's no flaws. If you look at motherfucking Mortal Kombat when you fighting, and flawless, man, flawless victory. I ain't get hit one time, man. Because that's what this wisdom does for us, man. That's what Yahweh Shah do for us, man. We don't get hit not one time because who's fighting? He's fighting for us, man. You see? Who had a precept? You had one, you guys.
That's the back of what you had brought out. This is 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 9. It says, "But they that will be rich fall into temptation and a snare."
It's a trap. All these Jakes, Osiris ass. He got on motherfucking video. Oh, the Lord don't want you rapping about cars, clothes, money, hoes, and all that shit. Okay, you still doing the same shit. And you got it. He was telling the people in the video that this the devil, man. This ain't what the Lord wants you to do. You know?
All right. And it said,
He stopped for a little bit, like he stopped buying all the cars and shit, and then he went right back to it.
Yeah. A singer named Osiris. He went back to it because he know that money is a defense, and that's all he had, man.
it says,
That's what because you got to think about it. He had already chose that route, man. He already chose it. There's no getting out of it, man. You got it.
and it says, and into many foolish and hurtful lusts, which are drawing men into destruction and perdition. For the love of money is the root of all evil.
The root of all evil. Niggas kill over that shit, man. A dollar bill that don't mean shit. A Federal Reserve note, man. You killing the motherfucker over some shit you print.
And which is not real. And it says, while some covet after, they have erred from the faith and pierced themselves through with many sorrows.
Erred from the faith, man.
All right, and if I can add, it said because it said which erred from the faith. That be them niggas that took that bag, man. That took that purse, man. That took that Judas purse that deferred from preaching the name of the Lord, man. Okay? You got those guys, man, that took a bribe, man. All right.
Basically,
Elder Gabar was going into that, man. And they took that bribe, man. They took that purse and then that 501c3 charter law, man. They took that, and then what they did, they erred from the faith for the love of money, man.
like the scripture said, that basically draw back from the rivers of living water, man, from the fountains of living water, man. Mm-hmm. Our people drew back, man. And guess what? Raven wolves that came out. That's those raven wolves, man. You see? Yeah, no, you have one.
Real quick, because when you look, when you get a large amount of money, all that is an open house for what a great multitude of demons to come in, man. You know, so you're gonna be tempted, and we know that these people are not rooted uprightly, man. Yeah. You know, so you're gonna be open up to a whole bunch of demons, man. You know, what that money is gonna do is just gonna overthrow you.
That's why the scriptures say it's impossible for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven, man. All right, it's like a rich man enters the kingdom of heaven is like trying to put a camel through a needle. Now that goes into when they used to go into this, when you used to go into the city, to be this circle, like how you entered to the city was through this wall, man, with a big ass circle. You had to train your camel to get down on his hooves. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to train your camel to how to go into that, to go through that hole, man. All right, and it was real difficult, man. Real difficult. All right, just like when he was said with Nicodemus. And he said, man, I follow all these laws, man. What is it that I gotta do to enter the kingdom of heaven? He was like, well, take all that shit that you got, that you glorify so much, and come follow me. He was like, bro, you got me fucked up.
Take up your cross, man.
You know what I'm saying?
You got brothers. You got a brother that was in the NFL, man. That basically turned away from that shit, man, and followed y'all by Shemel Shah. You got that, right?
Shit, when you look at.
Go ahead. You got.
I was gonna say, when you look at brothers that's in the faith, man, we talking about potential elect. You know, so these all special men. Yeah. You know, in the Isaiah by Shemel Shah, man. Mm-hmm. You know, so
you gotta
have those great gifts, man, and give it up. That's a gift in itself, man. Yeah. You know,
because brothers are supposed to be rappers. Brothers are supposed to be basketball players, football players. Right. With the illusion of the American dream, like I can make it and make big money with this, man. All right, especially you, Jake. You're gonna be good at that. Now you got some Jake that was trash. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that you know, if you know you was good, bro, you know what I'm saying? You gave all that up, man, to come follow the Lord, man. Because what? When he said to those 2 men he said they was fishing, and he said, look, man, hey, look, you come follow me, I'm gonna make you fishers of men, man. Follow me, and that's what brothers turn into. Brothers gave up that American dream to become fishers of men. Yeah.
Because when that word came, ultimately that word resonated with your spirit, man. Because every man had a certain time. Every one of us had a certain time to where that light switch was clicked on, man.
And look, the first thing, and if I can add, I'm gonna be done. The first thing that resonated, it didn't resonate. When I'm telling you, like, well, for me, I'm gonna speak as a man, as myself. When it didn't resonate, oh yeah, this is the way. No, what happened was fear came over me. Fear come over you, man. When you hear the word of the Lord, man. Because like I said last week, the first thing to be accepted by the Lord is to fear Him, bro.
Yeah. But in that time, that was that time for that light switch to be moved, bro.
That's right.
You know,
that's right.
Because ultimately, when you read that, what you mentioned, they dropped everything.
That's right.
And went, man. And what we do, we dropped everything, man. And we cast up our lives, man.
You look at the brothers that was fishing, man. That was their occupation. That's their way of bringing bread in, man. So to drop your job, just like when the Passover time come in, man.
Can I bring this scripture out real quick?
When the Passover time come, man, if you're not willing to quit your job, man, that should be known where your treasure is. You know,
that's the one I had. Another thing, bro. You know, the Lord in that passage, the Lord knew them by name. Yeah. So when this came to you, the Lord knew you by name. What He told you? Before I formed you in the belly, in the womb, man, I knew you. I knew your name. So guess what? When I knocked on that door, and you opened that door, and I came in and supped with you, you knew me and I knew you, man. You see, so that's when it starts to grab, that wisdom starting to grab Sophia started to put her hooks in you, man. And you get to be bounded in her fetters, man.
Let me read this real quick, just to get the point out. Hey, this is Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 18. It says, the fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is the first step to be accepted of Him.
What that is?
It's Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 18.
After you read that, jump to 1 and 21.
It says, the fear of the Lord is the first step to be accepted of Him, and the wisdom obtained is love. Yeah. All right, so the first step to be accepted by the Lord is to fear Him, bro. Yeah. Because you ain't gonna fear the Lord. If you don't fear the Lord's judgment, you're not gonna fear him, bro. All right. To go off in the outside of the Lord, man, it should bring fear upon you, bro.
That's why he told you to cast off your youthful lust, man. The only person that's going to cast off the lust that they have is someone that is in fear of Yabashim Yahushua, man.
Right. And that's how you. That's how that fear actually comes about you, man. Because the Lord gonna judge you, has to let you know. You know, you going off on this. I gotta get you right back in line, man. You know, that judgment has to take place. You know, I got a quick one.
You got a precept, bro?
I got one too.
Real quick. This is Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 6, and I'm gonna start at verse 22. It says, "For wisdom is according to her name, and she is not manifest unto many. Give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel."
Hey, if I can say this, it said wisdom is what?
Not manifest to many.
Wisdom is according to her name. That's
according to her name, man. All right, so in order to gain wisdom, you can't be calling on Cesare Borgia, man. You can't be calling on Buddha, Allah, man. All right. The reason wisdom has dwelled with the apostle of Great Millstone down to Lizos, man, because of the name of the Lord, man. With those 3 lyrics of Revelation, man, that we've been calling out and spitting out here, man. We're the real spiritual rappers, man. All right. Keep going.
We're real lyrical.
It says, "Give ear, my son, receive my advice."
That's what we're doing. We're singing a song, man. And the lyrics, metaphorically, and these motherfucking lyrics, these punchlines heavy.
Shit, the number one person to do is Yahushua, man.
Yeah.
You go to Matthew 13, he said, "What? It's for you, man, to receive what the wisdom, knowledge, understanding of the kingdom."
When you listen to a song, every song has a meaning behind it, man. Jake like to listen to the fucking beat. Nicky be talking about being gay. Like, what's that faggot ass nigga that made? That nigga. He made that motherfucking song. Talking about riding on this tractor, he talking about riding the rod of a man, and everybody around this bitch singing that shit, man. So that show that motherfuckers don't even listen to the lyrics, but the lyrics is the most key part. If you can listen to a song and you understand the fucking lyrics, that means it's for you to understand it. Not everybody can understand what Kevin Gates is talking about. Not everybody can understand what Yabashim Yahushua is talking about, man.
It says, "Give ear, my son, receive my advice, and refuse not my counsel. And put thy feet into her fetters and thy neck into her chain," man, which goes into what? You following upon those guidelines of wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. Yeah. Because that's what's ultimately going to keep you disciplined, all right? That's what's going to show you how to go about your everyday life, man.
And ultimately, fearing the Lord is going to keep you disciplined, man. Jump to 1 and 21.
I got my finger on it. See, and the point is, like, look, when it say wisdom shall torment you with your discipline. Now, that word torment, bro, you got to think about that, man. Whenever you doing some shit, bro, and that wisdom, you got the wisdom of the Lord in you, bro. It's gonna bust you in your shit, man. It's gonna, like, when it say torment, it's like, you know, it's like, man, I can't do this and I can't do that, man. It's like, all right, but this is the way, bro. This is the way of the Lord, man. All right, it's gonna really, when it say torment, it's torment in your flesh, bro. Yeah. Because your flesh want to go up. Your flesh is contrary to your spirit, man.
And the only way to get stronger is to travel, man. The only way to get stronger is to go through shit, man. So that's why she's gonna discipline you. She's gonna discipline you, man, and bring you through shit. You're gonna go through shit, but you're gonna have to use wisdom. Somebody get Sirach 34 and not start at 9, read down to 14. Let me read that 1 to 21.
This is Sirach chapter 1.
Shakab next. After that, then the brother Wadi.
This is Sirach chapter 1, verse 21. It says, "The fear of the Lord driveth away sin, and where it is present, it turneth away wrath."
The fear of Yabashim Yahushua, man, it draweth away sin. You don't want to even go off, man. You hear certain shit or you see some shit, you like, oh, fuck that. I ain't fucking with that.
Like, it was with Peter whenever he said, like, I have not ate such a thing in my life.
Yeah.
I mean, fucked up.
You feel me? And where that fear of the Lord is, it draweth away the wrath of Yabashim Yahushua. You're feeling like the brother. You say, what? I was moved by fear, man, so I started doing what I had to do, so I don't be partakers of what the fuck the Lord is finna do to this place, man.
Another thing, the scripture in Sirach, the 18th chapter, it says a wise man will fear in everything. So that man is going to consider every enterprise when he goes about his everyday life, man.
Yep.
You know?
You got to show the precept and then you got that, Sirach.
Just going back to when you call wisdom a defense.
Yeah.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, verse 5. It says, "Get wisdom, get understanding."
See, and that's another thing. When you get wisdom, you got to get understanding. Because it's a difference between it's a difference between listening and actually understanding what somebody is telling you. If you understand, That means you're not being a parrot. That means you're not just speaking. You actually understand the breakdown, or you actually understand what you're into. You actually understand what the fuck you're saying, man.
And real quick, when it says what? When you have wisdom, get understanding. So we can know everything which throughout the volume of the book in which it holds. But if you use it wrongfully by not having wisdom, you're gonna put yourself in a hole, man.
Like we say all the time, it's not about being a precept guru. Because you can be bringing out all these motherfucking precepts, but you still don't fucking understand.
Shit, y'all redundant.
And you're not applying them, man.
Yep.
You can know everything, but if you don't apply it, it's not meat for your use.
And understanding actually ties back to applying something, man. Because if you apply something, that means you understand.
That's why the Lord said, go ahead.
When you go through trials and tribulations, understanding that the Lord is bringing you through this, guess what? You're going to act like you're supposed to act, man. You're going to act accordingly to the situation, man.
That's why the Lord say, blessed be those that hear my word and do them.
Yeah.
When that word do goes to the word apply it, man. It's interchangeable with the word apply. Apply these precepts, man. Shalom. Y'all, my Shema,
You got it.
It says,
Yeah, go ahead.
it says, forget it not, neither decline from the words of my mouth. This is the point. It says, forsake her not, and she shall preserve thee.
Preserve you, man. Protect you. Keep you from certain shit because you have wisdom. You have a motherfucking cop pull you over by you having the wisdom and ultimately having Yahweh Shem Shah on your side. That's that preserving. You know how to react. You know how to act accordingly with this cop, man. Or with this officer of the so-say law, man. So that he don't gun you down. You look at Jake's, all these motherfuckers want to say R.I.P. and this person died, keep this person name alive, but this motherfucker wasn't serving y'all by Shimei Shah. This motherfucker wasn't reacting in wisdom. Everybody that I see get gunned down, these motherfuckers doing stupid shit, man.
Matter of fact, we just had a quick account of that, man. They charged, man. A family member, man. You know, the cop came, stopped her, and she immediately pulled out her phone. Was like, I don't feel safe. You feel me? Like, why are you doing it?
You putting a target on yourself, man.
You know?
When the scriptures tell you,
I just say, because Edom not trying to hit it, man.
Yeah.
Edom not trying to hit it, you don't feel safe. That's why you're not out there with a badge on, man.
The scriptures tell you to basically make no sudden movement, man. Because he won't hesitate to take your fucking life, man.
Well, listen, if I can add, I was looking for that scripture, but I know it's written in a place where it said, and this is wisdom because this is in the scriptures, it says, a soft answer turns away wrath.
Yeah.
All right. So therefore, when you know you're dealing with this cop, he got his pistols, he got his pistol, he got his taser. You know what I'm saying? And whenever you a soft answer, when you comply, like, all right, yeah, you know what, I did fucked up.
I do gotta tell
you. You're right, man. You're right. You know, I was going 93 in the 30. You know what I'm saying? A soft answer gonna turn. You can't get mad. And that's what Jake do. Jake get pissed off because they fucked up. But at the same time, they're like, I shouldn't be held accountable for being.
That's not saying.
I think it's Matthew. It says like agree with thy enemy quickly.
Agree with thy adversary quickly.
While thou being away with him, lest he deliver you up to the judge, and the judge deliver you up to the prison.
Yeah, man. I got.
And that's not saying. That's not just saying you just be some coon ass nigga, man. You just reacting in wisdom. It said, forget it not, man. Don't forget this shit, man.
Because your ass is still bound under the law. This fucking
yeah, man. The scriptures
whether you like it or not.
The scriptures tell you, man, you are in the battle of the city, man. Still to this day.
It says, love her and she shall keep thee.
Love her, man. And what's that keep? When you go to Psalms 91, man, where it tell you that the Lord give his angels charge over us to keep us in the way. That keep goes into guard and protect. Wisdom, Sophia, man, is going to what? Protect us, man.
Wisdom not going to have you dealing with these dumbass niggas out here because they say, what does light have to do with dark? Because there's so much wisdom in scriptures, bro.
Yeah.
Like, you got to know. You got it.
You think about Jacob's trouble and the things that we're going to be faced with and the things that's going to come about this earth. The scriptures tell you wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of your time, man. Mm-hmm. That stability, having you think, let's just say if we don't know who these brothers are next to us, man. One of these brothers might have to be tortured or some shit, man. Mm-hmm. You know, but guess what? That wisdom and that wisdom and knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shah in that moment, he's going to be protected. He's going to be covered because he know how to react. He know how to call on Yahweh Shem Shah. We know that when they come in like a motherfucking flood, we know not to fear and trust in Yahweh Shem Shah because we have the wisdom, man.
Wisdom gives you what? That sound mind.
Yeah.
And see, and peep this out, man. When brothers talk about Jacob's trouble, some brothers may be having to be martyrs. Some brothers may be tortured. But at the same time, the Lord gonna put you through what He know you can handle. So brothers gonna be able to handle that torture. Brothers gonna be able to handle being put to death, man.
And it's accounts in the scriptures, man. And those same spirits are back today, man. And they have the power, what they need to make it through. The scriptures say, I'll put you in remembrance for you once knew this. That's just not talking about scriptures, man. For situations also, man. Our spirits know how to react in these certain situations because they already went through the shit, man. You got a precept?
Yeah, I got it.
You got it.
It's first Peter 4. Well, no, I'm gonna read this one first. I had two. This Proverbs 4.
Hold on, sloppy. You had one?
Chicago had a precept,
You
right?
have a precept. Yeah, you had one. You had one.
This one of the wisdom, this wisdom of Solomon 7:22, it says, "The wisdom which is the worker of all things taught me. For in her is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtile, lively, clear, undefiled."
And that's
plain."
attributes, bro.
It says, "Not subject to hurt, loving the things that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good," man. You know, just going back into that comment that brother had brought out about, you know, when the cop stops you, man. You know, wisdom is going to teach you how to go about that, man.
It says what is willing to do good, man. So you can't go wrong with y'all about you outside. No matter what.
It's life, bro. This is how you stay alive right here, man. What the scriptures tell you, man. When you read the scriptures, it tell you what your days shall be prolonged, man. You see? You got it.
That's right. It's Proverbs 4:4. I'm gonna start at 5. It says, "Get wisdom, get understanding."
I think that's what he just read. The brother just
Over
read that. Yeah.
Proverbs 4. Also, like, yeah, I got another one. I'm gonna read the one from the brother of the comment board. The brother, from the brother Shamad Sadat. It's Proverbs 3:26. It says, "For the Lord shall be not afraid of sudden fear, neither of the desolation of the wicked when it cometh. For the Lord shall be thy confidence, and shall keep thy foot from being taken."
That's standing in great boldness, and ultimately he's telling you to fear not because it's not for you, man.
Shalom, man.
He's telling you, he already warned you and told us bloodshed and all the things that are come is for the wicked, man, and for the route that they choose to take. But for you, I'm going to protect you. For the famine, don't fear, don't worry about how your children are going to eat. Because at famine, I'm going to feed you. I'm going to make sure you're good. When you got when brothers, some brothers are going to be good to even witness the wilderness, man. You see, the brothers that witness the wilderness, don't worry about where you're going to sleep or where you're going to go. The Lord said that he caused you to lie down in green pastures, man. The Lord promised that he's going to take care of you. So what are you going to do? The Lord is not a man that he shall lie. So he's telling you, don't be in fear, don't be scared. I didn't give you the spirit of fear, man.
And also in Job, the Lord said that we're going to laugh in those tough times, man. You know?
Somebody get Job 5:30. You got it, dog.
Yeah, we got a few more. We're going to wrap it up.
We're going to keep
going on
Proverbs
3 and see where we at. It's 27. It says, "Withhold not good from them to whom it is due." That was it on that.
That was it on that?
Yeah.
You got it, huh?
This is Sirach chapter 34. And I'm gonna start at verse 9. It says, "A man that had travailed that kind, a man that have traveled, knoweth many things, and he that had much experience will declare wisdom."
A man that will read against Slock, y'all. It said what? A man that had what? A man that had traveled. You think about it. Old heads. It say respect your elders and listen to them because what, man? They went through life already, man. You know, now we understand we eat the meat and spit out the bones when it comes to these motherfuckers because you can't sit here and tell me the route to take just because you're old head because look where you at.
Love your enemies, bullshit.
It's certain shit that they be on, you know what I'm saying? You just know it's certain shit you can take and certain shit that you got to throw out the window, man.
It says, "When I travel, I saw many things."
I saw many things. When you travel around the world, you see different things. You eat certain foods. You know, you learn different cultures. You learn different shit, man, when you travel, man. You see, and what the Lord is doing with us spiritually, we're traveling, man, in this spiritual battle that we're fighting, man. Every day, man. You jump over a hurdle, it's another one that's taller than the one that was that you just jumped over. Hey, you traveling, you moving. So guess what? You learning different shit. You learning how to handle certain situations because the scriptures tell you that we labor not for ourselves, but for those who seek learning, man. So you're going through these certain situations that going to face people with these certain things just for the elect. The scriptures tell you what? I endure all things for the elect's sake, man.
Right.
You're faced with these things so you can make a electronic epistle, man. and send it around, because guess what? There's another brother in the faith that's facing the same shit, but he needs to be exalted. The scriptures tell you exalt each and every other. Why today is today. I don't want to butcher it, but I know it say exalt one another. At least it be within you a heart to basically turn away from Yabashim Yahushua, man. You got it? You know what it is?
Yeah. This is 1 Peter chapter 5 and verse 9. It says, "Whom resist steadfast in the faith, knowing that the same afflictions are accomplished in your brethren that are in the world."
See, those same afflictions. It's another, and that's how you also know not only that the Lord know your measure, but He also know that you can make it through it, because your brothers just made it through that same shit last week.
I got a precept for you.
So it's a video up for you to go watch. You know, you got it out.
This is Proverbs chapter 27, verse 17. It says, "Iron sharpeneth iron, so a man sharpeneth the countenance of his friend."
And that's why we watch videos. That's why we read, we study, and we have holy conversation amongst each other, man. Daily, man. The scriptures say what? Edify what? Daily. The order came out. Daily, man. You see? Because what? That iron sharpeneth that iron. You see? The scriptures say what? If that sword is dull, whet the edge, man. You got it.
1 Peter 4 and 12, "Beloved, think it not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you."
It's not strange. Don't think it's strange. Just know, and that's where that wisdom come in at, man. Because we understand what it said. We not get wisdom, get understanding. We understand and know why the Lord is putting us on this. We understand why the fuck the Lord put us through slavery. We understand why we still here. We understand the route that the Lord is bringing us through is for our betterment. The scriptures tell you that, man. It's all to increase you. So don't look at it as if, oh, fuck, man. Oh, it's strange. And that's not saying that we around this whole robots. Yeah, we going to be like, damn, fuck, this happening to me. Fuck, I'm going through this shit. You know what I'm saying? We understand that. But we understand also not to let those reactions overtake us, man. You got it up.
It says, "But rejoice in as much as ye are partakers of Yahushua's suffering."
Rejoice. Be happy that you're going through these things, man. Be happy that you finna be motherfucking persecuted online by every fucking body. Be happy that there's scoffers out here, man. You see? Because for one, the Lord told you in the end, scoffers are gonna come. So that let us know, for one, we close to get the fuck out of this motherfucker. And for two, He told you that what? Concerning the gospel, they are enemies for your sake, man. So obviously you're doing something right. So rejoice that you're going through these hard trials and tribulations, man. Because for one, I'm gonna get you through it, and it's ultimately to show you that I'm dealing with you, and it's just to make you better. When you play a sport, which this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, this is our sport, man. All right. When you play a sport, guess what? That coach, he gonna bust your ass throughout the week. He gonna bust your ass on that track. He gonna bust your ass in that weight room. But it's all to do what? Make you better, to get you what? To the next level, man.
And it says that when His glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
Yep.
Hey, so when the glory of Yahushua is revealed, man, it's like that old saying that goes, when you eat, I eat. That's how Yahushua feels, man. He said He doesn't call us servants, He calls us friends, man. So when Yahweh Bashim Yahushua wins, we win, man.
Yep.
All right, we're joint heirs.
And that's why we're waiting for Him to make His return, man. To make it manifest. We're gonna end it on that page.
Hey, we're gonna end this live lesson. Lord willing, it was edifying. All right, we're gonna turn and face the east and give infinite honors and glories to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Bashim Harakakadash. Double honors to the positive great millstone, rule well and teach well, and I'm worthy of the double honors. Peace and blessings to you, Akim, pushing out this truth across the four corners during this last section of time. Shalom.
Shalom.
Baba Bob.
All right, you got it out.
Right, this is Sirach 34 and verse 10. It says, "He that had no experience knoweth little."
He that have no experience, man. You don't have experience because you ain't never went through shit. You see, that's why the scriptures say that what? Foolishness is bound in the heart of a child, but the rod of correction shall draw it out of him, man. So guess what? That correction also goes with bringing you through hardship, man. Just to correct you, to show you this is the way you do it. This is the way you react. Don't maneuver this way. You know? You got it.
It says, "But he that had traveled is full of prudence."
He that had traveled is full of prudence, wisdom, man. You see, so what? Guess what? He's going to be able to counsel you and give you the things meet for you, man. You see? Matter of fact, that was it on that.
Nah, yeah, some more.
Read some more, and somebody give me Sirach 37.
It says, when I traveled, I saw many things. It says, and I understood more than I can express.
When I traveled, I understood things more than I can even tell you. This is shit that I didn't went through that I don't even remember. You know, he telling you, man, it's so much to learn. It's so much to increase within, man. I can't even utter it, man, until you to explain it to you in words.
I was oft times, meaning often, I was oft times in danger of death.
I was often in times of danger of death. Give me that word, say that.
Because ultimately, when you're traveling and you're going these different routes, man, you don't know what's next up to face you, man.
Yeah, you don't know what and it's the same thing now, man. Every day we wake up, we don't know what we're gonna have to go through.
Right.
Every second of the day, we don't know what kind of phone call or message we're gonna receive.
Right.
You can lose your job today.
Yeah, shit. You can lose something that's real close to you. Everything, man.
Everything could be taken from you today, man.
It says, yet I was delivered because of these things.
Yet he was delivered because of what?
These things.
Because of these things, man. Yahweh Shah delivered him, man, from every trouble that he had, man. And it's the same thing with us, man, in these times, these last seconds, days and times, man. The Lord is going to continue to show his power, man. He's going to continue to deliver us in our times of need, in our time of distress, in our time of trouble. You got to please get that. Somebody give me Psalms 12 and verse 5.
Ecclesiastes 37 and 23. It said, wise man instructed his people, and the fruits of his understanding fail not. All right, a wise man instructed his people, and the fruits of his understanding fail not. Meaning that, hey, bro, a wise man would be what? The men of Yahweh Shem Shah. And what? It says his understanding fail not. The understanding is these prophecies, man. The understanding is what's coming to America that we telling you people, man, that you don't take heed to, man. All right, because what the scriptures say, man, it says, none shall meet up mate, man. All right, none shall meet up mate, meaning these prophecies that's coming to pass, man. All right, and what he said whenever he said his word shall not come back void, man. Meaning it shall fail not, man.
I tell you in Isaiah 14, man, the words which he pushed off, he shall perform it, man. You see, that was it on that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Hebrews is gonna go with that and then jump to Sirach 37.
Yeah, I just read Sirach 37.
What you read?
37.
I want Psalms first. I want Psalms 12.
I got that.
Read that. And then Hebrews, and then you got Sirach 37. Start at 1.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 12, verse 5. It says, for the oppression of the poor, for the sighing of the needy.
And what we do, man? Somebody give me Ezekiel 94, man. That sign and that crying, man. You see? He said, for the oppression, are we not oppressed? What the scripture say in James, do not rich men oppress you? You see? Are not we needy? Are not we the lowly here? Are we not that Lazarus, that representation of Lazarus sitting eating the crumbs off the rich man's table? You see? Go ahead. That's beggar, man.
Now will I arise, said the Lord.
Because of what? Go ahead.
I will set him in safety from him that puffeth at him.
He said, now will I arise out of my place because of the sign and crying that he's doing, man. You see? That sign and crying that that man is doing, calling upon me. Guess what? I'm about to go and receive you, man. You got it out.
This is Ezekiel chapter 9 and verse 4. It says, and the Most High Yahweh said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem.
Go through the midst, man.
Which is a people before the place.
Man.
It says, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men inside.
Set that mark, man. Set that mark. Guess what? We went into Mark earlier, and it was showing that symbolization of this is my possession. You see? Are we not the possession of Yahweh Shah? This mark goes into that exemption of judgment, man. Exempt him. Why is the Lord saying exempt him? Because he's for me. That's mine. Don't touch him, man. You see? Go ahead.
Tell you in Psalms with Yahweh Shah have approved kings for our sake.
Yep.
You know?
And what all of them said, man, when they were thrown into that fiery furnace, and they came out, it said that somebody can get that. It said when they came out of the furnace, man, they didn't have nothing on them, man. The smoke didn't burn their jackets. Yeah. The smoke didn't touch their jackets or nothing, man. Nothing was killed before them. And he say, man, your power is the power, man. And he set an order that any man that speak against their power or do anything, guess what? It's consequences and repercussions, man.
And what it's saying, touch not my going on, but saying, touch not my anointed, man.
Yep.
You know?
You got it out.
It says, set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry.
So while everybody else is going to be that 13, Revelation 13, while everybody else is going to be receiving that mark in their foreheads and their right hands of Esau, Edom, we receive the mark of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, basically saying, Edom, you can't even touch my servant, man.
Hey, it tells you in Romans 8, man, who shall lay anything to the charge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's elect, man. It's of who? It's of Yahweh Shem Yahushua who justifies, man.
Yep,
you know?
I got one after
It says the set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and cry for the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
For the abominations that be done in the midst thereof, the wickedness and the things that are done in this wicked ass kingdom, man. That's why the scriptures say in 1 Peter that righteous man dwelling among them, hearing and seeing the things that are done within the land, it vexed his righteous soul, man. Read verse 5, huh?
It says, and to the others,
so
it's a great separation.
It's a separation to the ones that don't have the mark of exemption, but they have the opposite mark.
Because real quick, just to make a point, this lets you know that the Heavenly Father, man, the only begotten Son, they're not all love like the world says. Yep. If it was so, this would not be documented.
Yeah, he only deal with the few, man.
It says, and to the others which don't have that mark, it says, he said in my hearing, go ye after him through the city.
So I can go back, read that again.
Kind. And to the others, he said, in mine hearing,
the Lord say, I want to hear it. What you go do to them, I want to hear the Lord that we serve said, I want to hear their cry, man. I want to hear them scream. I want to hear them holler, man. I want to hear the pain that death in the face, man, because the Lord told you, you're going to die a grievous death, man.
This is Ezekiel. He's hearing everything that Yahweh Shem Yahushua is telling him, man. So Ezekiel didn't have cloudy judgment, man. You know, when the Spirit was speaking to him and letting it be known, you know, where he was delivering. It says, and to the others he said, in mine hearing, go ye after him through the midst and smite.
Smite, man. We all know what smite mean, man.
Kill.
Utterly kill, man. The Lord said, I'm going to deliver your babies up to the famines. Your husband's going to die in the war. Women going to be raped, ravished, and whatever else done under the sun, man.
Beautiful.
It says, go ye after him through the city and smite. Let not your eyes spare, neither have ye pity.
Neither have ye pity. Show no mercy to these fucking heathens, man.
Right here. Verse 6.
Beat their fucking backs, man. You got it.
Verse 6. Slay utterly old and young.
And that shows right there the Lord that we serve, man. He don't give a fuck how old you are. He don't give a fuck how young you are, man. He don't give a fuck who it is, man. Just like Edom said. Just like the scriptures say that Edom gonna come on both sides. It don't matter if you rich, poor, whatever you is, whoever you are. He's gonna cause you to take this mark, man. The Lord telling you right here, I don't give a fuck who the fuck you are, on what side of the spectrum of the money margin, or if you're an old elderly lady, 90 years old, I'm gonna beat your ass. And I don't give a fuck if you a baby that's fresh out the womb, I'm gonna beat your ass. That's what the Lord said, man.
Slay utterly old and young.
Slay. What the word slay mean? That show no mercy. Destroy somebody, man.
Old and young, both maids and little children.
Women and little children, your babies. This is the Lord of the Bible, man.
Right.
The one that y'all say that law of love.
This is the scriptures that everybody like to fucking skip rocks over. You like to hopscotch over these fucking scriptures, man. You got it, huh?
It says, and little children and women. And you got women 2 times in there. It says, but come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
Come not upon any of them that have the mark, man. Because guess what? That's mine. Don't touch that, man. Yeah, what that precept was that?
Hey, I got one backing them directly up.
No, the brother got a precept. Go ahead.
All right.
Yeah, Hebrews. And then the brother can read his again. What you had, huh?
Yeah, dang. What you already was.
All right,
this is Hebrews 11:32. It says, and what shall I more say? For the time will fill me to tell of Gideon.
Because the scripture we was reading in Sirach about how I said he was delivered from death, man. You see, go ahead.
Tell of Gideon and of Barak.
And these are all men of Yahweh Shem Yahushua that he's naming, man. So it's basically when the scriptures say you look back on the men of old and look back on the acts of old, this scripture right here is telling you, man. Shit, do I have to tell you about all of these men? Go ahead.
All of these men sold for the faith.
Yep, and it's documentations, man. And the scriptures of these men and their stories, man. You got it, right?
It says, tell of Gideon and of Barak and of Samson and of Jephthah of David also and Samuel of the prophets, who through faith subdued kingdoms.
Through faith subdued kingdoms, man. And what we're doing now, man, we're pulling this motherfucker down through our faith, man. Through our faith and believe through Yahbashim Yahushua, man. And I say believe because believe goes into action, man. If you believe something, you're gonna put forth that action to stand up for it, man. You got it.
It says, brought righteousness, obtained promises, and stopped the mouths of lions.
Go ahead.
Quenched the violence.
It's naming everything that they went through and they made it through having faith in Yahbashim Yahushua. Go ahead.
It says, quenched the violence of fire, escaped the edge of the sword, out of weakness were made strong.
And weakness were made strong. Go ahead.
Waxed valiant in fight, turned to flight the armies of the aliens. It says, women received their dead raised to life again, and others were tortured, not accepting deliverance.
They was tortured, man. Went through all of these gruesome aspects of life. They were in. You can stop that. You ain't gotta read all that. They was in perils of everything, man.
Right.
The scriptures tell you that what a prophet had not honor in his own country, man. You got it.
And when you reading it, just listening, when the brother's reading it, it's giving you all of these examples. When you look at basically read it in this life, man, they'll push off these are real gruesome things, but it's ultimately letting you know that it's nothing impossible with Yahweh Shah, man. Why? Because they're the ones that have their faith, man.
They said they took flight from the aliens, man. The people that came to their lands, man, to fight against them and overtake them, and they got out of there. Go ahead. Oh,
Like they
you
put
had a
it
precept?
up.
I think Waddy had a precept.
It's Psalms 37 and 37. It says, Mark the perfect man, and behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace.
The end of him is peace. And when you read Wisdom of Solomon, I believe it say that they don't think that they say that our ending of going out, they think that is miserable and destruction, man. But our going out is peace. That's why I say mark that perfect man, man.
It says, but the transgressors shall be destroyed together, the end of the wicked shall be cut off.
The end of the wicked, man. You have an ending. You have an expiration date. You have a time to where it's the end of you. It's the fall of you, man. But guess what? Just like you have an expiration date, we have what is called time. We have a date, and we have a date and time where we're going to be what on top, man. You have a time where and when you work in retail or when you work in stores, there's a time when that motherfucking truck comes. Yeah. There's a time that shit. It's a restock. It's a time for that restock, man.
That's what's about to happen, man. Spiritually and physically, man.
Yeah.
Because hey, man, Yahweh Shemi Asad not about to suffer his elect, man, to just be out here, man, going through all this bullshit like this, man.
Because he told you, he said, perilous times are coming, but I will deliver you from the same, man.
I did. I was going to get one.
You got it.
I got this real quick. This is Psalms 37 and 1. It says, "Fret not thyself, because evil was neither be thou envious against workers of iniquity.
Don't be envious.
For they shall soon be cut down like grass and wither as the green herb."
You see, soon their fall is going to come. Because the scriptures also tell you, don't fret not at the evildoer, because you know not his ending, man. You don't know what's going to bestow these people, man. Don't worry about how the righteous, the wicked shall be judged, but how the righteous shall be saved, man. What you had? Somebody asked you, read that Daniel verse out. I didn't want to jump to 37.
This is Daniel chapter 3, and I'm going to get you straight to the point. It says, that the princes and governors and the captains and the king councils being gathered together saw me. This is Daniel chapter 3, verse 27. It says, and the princes, governors, and captains, and the king's counselors being gathered together saw these men upon whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was an hair of their head singed, neither were their coats changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them.
And this was after they had been thrown into that fire, exceedingly hot fiery furnace, man. Because this fire was so hot, it killed 2 of the men that was putting them in there, man. You see? And that's the Lord showing ultimately, just by, I'm going to give you an example of what's supposed to happen to these men when you put them in there. I'm going to kill your men. Now, I'm going to put these men in there that are mine and watch how they walk straight out of this motherfucker. So you already witnessed what the fire gonna do to somebody. So when they come walking out of that motherfucker, man, you just ultimately know that it's a power like no other, man. Just when we're delivered, man. When we're delivered from certain situations, and when we're ultimately delivered, Lord, when we up that number, we get on those chariots, man. They'll want to know that it's a heavenly force that delivered these men. You got it, huh? Yeah, start at verse 1. Because we're going to end it off with that because we had basically was going into, we basically was going into what, the counselors, man. Go ahead.
This is Sirach or Ecclesiastes chapter 37 verse 1. It says, every friend said, I am his friend also.
Every friend say, I'm his friend. I got you. You see it all the time in the world. I got you no matter what.
That's
I'm
my
here.
brother.
That's my brother, man. My ride or die. And soon as you get jammed up, he's snitching on your dumb ass. You got it.
Because what, man? If it's not a Yahweh Shem Yahushua, that's gonna come to naught.
It's gonna come to naught.
You know, it says, but there is a friend which is only a friend in name.
Only a friend in name, man. Go ahead. So that's basically showing he's not really your friend. Right. Go ahead.
It says,
and all of these, and these two friends, it's giving you different types of friends, man. These are the niggas that are not going to counsel you correctly, man. Basically, the niggas in the world, man. Rather than you coming to the true counselors of Yahweh Shah, man. You gotta go ahead.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 6, verse 10. It says, again, some friend is a companion at the table, and will not continue in the day of thine affliction.
And I was thinking about that earlier. That's what he had.
I got one too.
I was thinking about that earlier, man. When you got it all, they right there with you, man. But soon as you fall down and you on your ass, you ain't got nobody to call, man. And I know we all witness that shit, man.
But can I say this real quick, brother? Like that people, and you know, people in the world, they say that when somebody got it all, you know what I'm saying, they with you. When you ain't got shit, they ain't fucking with you. That came through experience.
Yeah.
But this was written in the book.
Yeah, it was written in the book.
The Lord had this already out to you.
Even that's everything.
Even they go hand in hand.
Even that wicked nigga Mike Jones said that, man.
That's everything in the world.
If a 2/3 could comprehend that, man, how much more the men of the Lord? Right?
So you gotta think about
it. We live in it.
Like you said. Niggas in the world said, but this in the word, man.
This is
in the book, man.
It's been written, though.
It's been written, so that ultimately shows you that nothing is new. Nothing is new. You snake ass nigga. Guess what? That's in Genesis.
Yeah.
This is a fucking serpent.
And in the New Testament, right?
You see? From the beginning, this is written, man. Every slang, people say, karma gonna get you, man. That is in the scriptures, man. Everything that people say in this world is already written in the word. So why the fuck would you not follow something that's already telling you what you gonna say?
Man, it's telling you what's gonna happen.
And what's gonna happen, man. But that shows that the Lord has eyes that they shall not see, ears that they shall not hear, man. It's not for you to get. I think the brother had a precept before you started.
This Sirach 12 and 8. A friend cannot be known. I didn't know if brother.
That's what we was looking for earlier. Nuh-uh, you got it.
Sirach 12 and 8. A friend cannot be known in prosperity. A friend cannot be known in prosperity, and an enemy cannot be hidden in adversity.
And and that's basically telling you that nigga that's on side of you. It's a flip side to that boy. You better watch him, because guess what? And what it say again now?
A friend cannot be known in prosperity.
In prosperity, you can't say and trust that this motherfucker that's next to you really your partner.
He only your partner for the shit you got.
For the shit you got. The scripture just said it. When at the table, he's right there with you. You eat these steaks. You know what I'm saying? He's right there with you. Well, go ahead out. What it say?
That's why when these 2/3 jakes get up there in the entertainment world to get all this money, they don't know who to trust.
Yep.
That's why they fall off, start spending their money, go bankrupt. But when they down on their ass, all right, you really know who your true friends are.
Yeah, we talked about
who's there for you from the beginning.
We talked about Lil Snoop yesterday. Your best friend left you out there to die.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be your man.
To get sacrificed.
You feel me? You got it up.
Sirach 12 and 9. In the prosperity of a man's enemies, enemies will be grieved. But in his adversity, even a friend will depart.
Even a friend will depart, man. So that's basically telling you, hey, you all alone in this world, man. Like the saying in the world, you came in this motherfucker alone, you're gonna leave this motherfucker alone, man.
You gonna die, you gonna get a motherfucking chair.
You know, whether you're gonna die, whether you're gonna get on the chairs. When you gotta think about it, when you in these concentration camps, who in there with you?
Right. That's why the Lord say shit. Only one man could get through that gate, man. One man at a time.
One man at a time, man.
You got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, man.
Yeah. But ultimately, this is the proof that what? Not all counsel is righteous counsel, man. You need to come to where the real counselors reside, man. You got it, right?
This is Ecclesiastes,
about to get into
the book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 2. It says, is it not a grief unto death when a companion and a friend is turned to an enemy?
And that's a painful thing. Somebody that you've been rocking with all of these years, somebody that Sirach 37, somebody that been your partner for all this time.
They tell you in Proverbs, man, a brother offended is hard to
they say a brother offended is hard to basically win over, man.
Right.
I think it mentioned like
to gain back.
I think it mentioned like 2 boulders or something like that, man. You had a picture?
Yeah,
Yeah,
back
you got it.
game back in city or something like that.
This is Sirach 6 and I'm gonna get straight to it. 14. It says a faithful friend is a strong defense.
A faithful friend is what? A strong defense, because what a faithful friend is going to tell you everything that's fucked up about you. You see, we have a faithful friend, Yabashim Yahushua. So guess what? Guess what? By us, the men of Yabashim Yahushua going out week in, week out doing daily videos, guess what? That's them showing their faithfulness to you. To tell you everything you need to know, man. A real motherfucker gonna warn you and tell you, man, that motherfucker down there, he got a motherfucking gun. Don't go run that way. You run that way, you're gonna die. Rather than the motherfucker that's gonna just look at you, watch you go that way, and it's gonna get into that, man. You gotta go ahead.
It says, and he that hath found such as one hath found a treasure.
He found a treasure, man. This is the treasure which we behold, man. The scriptures tell you that we have this treasure in earthen vessels, man.
That's talking about men.
Yeah.
You know, because they elect those treasures, man. That's really the treasure that you need to find.
Yeah, because it tell you he that findeth the faithful friend findeth the medicine of life, man. You see? But ultimately, we're talking about us and Yahweh Shah, man. You see? You got it, huh?
Yeah, so going that up, that was it, huh? All right, this is verse 3 back in the 37th chapter. It says, "O wicked imagination, whence camest thou into cover the whole earth with deceit? There is a companion which rejoices in the prosperity of a friend, but in the time of trouble will be against him."
In the time of trouble, he's going to be against you. Keep going.
It says, "There is a companion which helpeth his friend for the belly."
For the belly. For his own good. It's a motherfucker that'll be around you just to please his motherfucking self, man. And you so blinded to it because you thinking that this motherfucker got your best interest, dog.
It says, but in the time of Salakia, it says, and taketh up the buckler against the enemy. Forget not thy friend in thy mind, and be not unmindful.
And let's say he'll take up the buckler against the enemy. He'll do anything to make you think that he got your back, man. It's deceit. It's deceiving, man.
Undercover cops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In too deep.
The scriptures, damn, what that was off in the quote. Go ahead. Fuck, it's gonna come back to me.
It says, forget not thy friend in thy mind, and be not unmindful of him in thy riches. So don't think for 1 second that he ain't gonna cross you, man. Yep. It says, every counselor extol the counsel.
And this is the point, man.
Every counsel extol the counsel.
A counselor. We have counselors through the spirit of Yahweh Shah. And counsel is what's really extolled, man. Because when they say extolled, that means counsel is set on high. That's something that is governed by everything, man. Because the scriptures tell you before every enterprise get counsel. You know, go ahead.
It says, but there is some that counsel it for himself.
There is some that counsel it for himself, man. You shouldn't be listening to Jacob the motherfucking street, man.
He telling you do all the wrong shit.
All the wrong shit. And he not even warning you. What warning are you getting from these niggas in the world, man? This is the whole point, you know? Because the scriptures tell you that what open rebuke is better than secret love, man. It's better to openly rebuke somebody and tell them what they need to know rather than spare for their feelings, man. The scriptures tell you that the wounds of a friend are faithful, man, but the kisses of an enemy are deceitful. You got it out.
It says, and no, all right, it says, but there is some that counsel for himself. Beware of a counselor.
There is some that counsel it for himself. Beware. That means watch. If you see a sign on the house, it's a sign on the house that says what? Beware of dog. Watch out. Go ahead.
Because if you're not watching, that motherfucker gonna bite you.
He gonna come out of somewhere where you're not even expecting him to come from, man. And he gonna get on your ass, man.
It says, beware of a counselor and know before what need he had.
Know what need he have. You gotta look at these motherfuckers in the world. man, this motherfucker ain't got shit in life, and you trying to counsel me? You know well. You and it's not even about his position in life, but it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah, because a lot of Jakes will want to counsel, but they don't even use their own counsel.
They don't even have proof, bro. And the thing is, they're not practicing what they're preaching, and we have the proof.
Yeah,
we have the living book right here, man. This is life right here that we're given, man. But they say what? No one need he help, man. You gotta know what he need before you let him counsel you and tell you to go do some shit. Watch what it say. Go ahead.
It says, for he will counsel for himself.
He will counsel for himself. Because guess what? The same. I ain't gonna jump in there. Go ahead.
It says, least he cast the lot upon thee.
It says what? He's gonna counsel for himself. Beware of him. Least he cast what?
The lot upon thee.
The lot upon you, man.
Right.
He gonna. What's a lot? Something that you're subject to. He's gonna put you in a certain situation, man, because he gave you the counsel and told you what to go do. So now you in a situation. Go ahead. Watch what it say, y'all.
It says, and say unto thee, thy way is good. So he's telling you. Hey, that's what you do.
This is what you do, man. Motherfucker be wise as hell, man. You walk in that bitch, put the gun up, what money, nigga? They be wise as hell. Jake be wise to do evil, bro.
Yeah.
But he's counseling you to basically divert from y'all bashing y'all shots.
What is the counsel doing the whole time? He ain't got his hands on shit.
And shit. He ain't got his hands on.
He ain't got his hands. He ain't doing no dirty work.
That's how these rappers is. They'll rap about smoking and snorting lines and shit. But they don't do none of that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But Jake cleave to that and do that shit and call themselves real niggas.
And that's what Edom want to do. Edom take the top notch of our nation and have them promote shit to cause them to go off, man. So now it's already set in stone that it's not going to be a lot of people that choose life, man. Everybody want to do what's cool. Everybody want to be cool. What the fuck is up with this popularity shit, man? You got it out.
It says, and say he will cast the lot upon thee, and say unto thee, thy way is good, and afterward he stand on the other side to see what shall befall thee.
And this is the fucking point, man. Counsel and true counsel is going to come from men that have wisdom of Yahbashim Yahshua, and what we read, men that have what? Traveled, man. That gain experience, man. The scripture say, cleave unto him that which is wise, man. Why you think we cleave? Why the scripture say what? Put thy hands on what? The body of what? The presbytery, man. You see? Go ahead, out. Well, no, read that one more time. That's my favorite part of that verse.
It says, and he will say unto thee, thy way is good.
He gonna tell you, hey, it's good, bro. You gotta go ahead and do this, do that. This is how you need to do this. He ain't got his hands on shit. He just want to see what the fuck gonna happen to you. Go ahead.
And afterward, he stand on the other side to see what shall befall thee.
So he stand on the other side and just want to see. Damn, I wonder how this gonna end out for him. So now he know what not to fucking go do, man. It's not no true fucking counselor, man. The true counselors reside in the spirit of Yahbashim Yahushua, man, and that's fucking final, man. Anybody got anything? All right. So with that, we hope this is edifying. We want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Ba'adash. Double honor to the apostle, elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to you, authors on the 4 winds, spiritual truth and sincerity. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom.